I did some trading with Sean this week, and I'm expecting the axe that he's sending me on his side of the trade to show up probably first thing in the morning. So I'm trying to figure out the plans for what I'm going to do here. I need I've got one other full-size double bit axe that's it's about 100 and probably 110 years old. So I'm not I don't take it out and risk damage with it anymore. It's cleaned up, it's got a good handle on it, and I leave it in safe storage. I traded this axe head. This is an awesome double bit axe head made by Craftsman. I traded with Briar Goat Killer for this, and what I'm really considering with that, I have that Plumb antique double bit coming tomorrow, and I think either this wooden handle or that one is going to go on the Plumb. This is an awesome user right here, but it isn't. It's a it's less than 50 years old, so it's got some age to it. It's vintage. It's vintage, but it's not really an antique. So if I'm going to be using an axe, I think it's going to be using this one. And the axes that I take out and actually use, I put fiberglass handles on because they're durable, and I prefer fiberglass handles for the axes that I use. So this handle here, I've got to do some shaping on it to make it fit the eye. It'll fit down. I'll probably take this foam washer off. I usually do. And then we'll fill the eye with epoxy, which is according to the directions, and we'll go from there. And that brings me to this other Craftsman axe, which is one that it's the axe that I've owned the longest, and it came with a wooden handle, and it's still got the factory wooden handle on it, but it's the handle's starting to get some real weather and abuse. And this is the first grab that I get when I take it out to use. I use my other ones too, but the Craftsman is the one that is my first grab. This one is a keen cutter, and as far as the older axes go, this one is the newest one to me. This is the last old axe that I bought. I got it at a garage sale for $1.25. The handle, this had sat in a corner of a barn, leaned up against the wall long enough for the handle to get a 30-degree bow in it. It had the old sheep's foot style handle. Handle came down to about here, and then it came out to a like a big round knob all the way out to here and then close back down. It looked like the foreleg of a sheep's foot. But I put a new fiberglass handle on it, and I like these a lot too. An old trick. Old guy that lived out in the woods that used an axe long before there were chainsaws around. Told me to take a candle and just rub it as deep into your coating as you can. So that's what you're seeing here. This dull finish is all candle wax, and candle wax is a really good lubricant. So as you're using the axe and you get a really good bite into wood, candle wax will reduce your sticking by a long shot. So that's one of the things that I do with that. So I think I got it pretty much worked out. I'm going to use this wood handle until I can't anymore, and then it's going to go to I'm going to switch it to fiberglass for this single bit, and for this double bit I'm going to put fiberglass handle on it, and it's going into my ready line, first grab line. I've got a Sean said he's sending me some leather sheaths, but before I knew that, I ordered some more. So I've got two leather sheaths coming. It'll cover that plumb, and it'll cover this one. I'm still holding off on this one. This is a True Temper Kelly Works double bit. That's it just needs somebody to give it some attention right now. It'll be a really good axe. As soon as somebody shows it some love and rubs on it a little bit, it'll be good to go. But I'm going to hold off on that one. I've got one more antique axe coming, and I want to save that wood handle to put the antique double bit head onto, because that's going to be something special when it does get here. It's delayed right now, but I know it's going to show up pretty soon. Now, so we're getting the plan pretty much settled down, and when it comes time to put this fiberglass handle on, I think I'll do a video about that, because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it videoed. Lots of people concentrate on wood handles, but axes that I'll use, I've got I have some smaller axes that I use for limbing that I've got wood handles on, because they came from the factory that way, and I don't see any reason to pull a good handle off unless it's required, and so far it's not required. Here's that other carpentry hatchet that I got. I haven't decided whether I want to make this a right-handled one or left-handled one. So the wood head's loose on, so all I got to do to switch it from left to right is just flip it over and put it on. I got a spare handle for it too, but I really don't have a use for it. This is they call this a chisel sharpening, chisel ground, but I really don't have a use for it, seriously. So I guess if somebody has use for a carpentry hatchet or a Kelly Works True Temper, I'm willing to listen to trade. But that's it for this video.